Just got out. What is up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. A little bit of an earlier stream. I had a little bit of time before work, and I was like, yeah, let's go live. I still plan on going live tonight at midnight, but I figured let's get another stream in. Um, if you guys did miss it, I did do a stream last night. It's on the community. Yo, MPD, what's up, buddy? What up, man? Where you been? Where you been? Again, I did do a full breakdown over 2 hours collab last night. If you guys didn't see that, go check it out. It's on the community post. Life, bro. I feel you there, buddy. Boy, I feel you there. Who we got? Fluffy versus Strickland? Fluffy. All day, baby. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you. Smack that like button. What up, champ? Live earlier than usual. Yeah, I just had a little bit of time. The wife had to take the kiddos to the dentist. I got about an hour before I go to work, so here we are. Smith is doing BKFC match with Sherman. It's fucking stupid. I hate Smith so much. I got Fluffy 4th round sub or ground and pound TKO. I agree 100%. Fluffy gonna pack him. Oh, I hope so. What's going on, brother? Be all right? Yeah, we're good, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, we're good. Again, I just had a little bit of time before work. And I was like, let's do a stream. I did do a collab, like I said, last night with Giuliano, No Verbal Taps MMA, Argentine. I did do it with him. It was a very, very good stream. It was over 2 hours. It was crazy, but a lot of good content in there, a lot of good thoughts. Appreciate you guys. You think Sean could catch Fluffy like Kevin Holland did? No, I don't think he's the. I don't. No, I don't. I don't think he's the athletic like Kevin Holland. I'm off today. I don't go back to work till Friday. That's awesome. I wish. I thought Justin was gonna make Patty look bad. I thought Justin was gonna make Patty look bad. Yeah, yeah. We talked about it last night. Patty had a bad game plan. I thought Patty did really, really well on the outside. Just didn't do good on the cage. Did you just jump in a river, Survivor Man? Nope. I just got ready for work. I honestly think Medic finishes Jeff Neal in the first. I agree 100%. I talked about it again last night. I like Medic a lot in this matchup. I do have a whole playlist talking, giving my thoughts on all of this. Yeah, 100% MPD. And Medic, the way he throws, it's very long, even though their reach is kind of the same. Jeff Neal is very gun shy, especially as of late, and that's why I think Medic wins. Fluffy can't let Sean get his momentum. 100%. Medic is generally getting flatlined. Okay, maybe. You are live. Yes, I am. A little bit earlier. I just had a little bit of time before I go to work, so we're gonna be live for a little bit. I love Neal, but when was his last good performance? It's on paper. It says RDA, but that was an injury. Shavkat probably. Yeah. Every single fight, he's getting dropped by guys who aren't that good. Uh, I mean, he just destroyed Muslim Salikov, who just destroyed Carlos Leal. That's a big knockout. You know, big knockout. Did you see Charles' latest sparring video? He looks very sharp, slipping punches and looking very powerful, hitting super hard. I think I did see that. I can't remember if it was a new one or not, but yes, he looks good. Jeff has a good chin. He did just get rocked, but I'm counting on chin. I think I can count on Neal. Well, he was just flatlined 5 months ago. That's a very, very quick turnaround. I'm getting ready for work too. Oh, yeah. 2 more events before 326. Yep. I think Neal last good performance was Shavkat. I agree because RDR was old and washed and more of a lightweight, and he got injured, so it wasn't really a finish. Oh, you're 100% correct. 100% correct. I think Charles can hurt Max. In my opinion, Charles hits a bit harder than Poirier. 100% correct. Also, Max has gotten dropped in his last 3 fights. Obviously, finished by Topuria, knocked out Justin Gaethje, did get dropped by Poirier. If Charles can drop him, boom. Boom. I think Charles hurts him and submits him. Oh, a nice cold root beer before work. Have you touched on Ronda versus Gina and Claude Van Damme versus Jake Paul? Jean Claude Van Damme is not fighting Jake Paul. Ronda versus Gina, I couldn't care any less. Ronda sucks as a human. Gina, she's cool. She's fine. You're on my love, but my live, buddy. So I love Ige too, but I feel that Melky is gonna TKO him. I agree, or submit him. I like Ige, but losing the way he did against Pitbull, getting hurt, the worst we've ever seen before. He did not look good in that fight. And I like Pitbull, but he's not Pitbull anymore. So yeah, Charles is gonna eat Holloway's punches with ease. Holloway is not gonna KO Charles like people keep saying. If he does, it's later in the fight when Charles is tired. He would TKO him. But I like Charles within the first 3 rounds to hurt him and sub him. I saw you picked Harold. What do you know? Well, being the shorter guy like Harold is, I like his wrestling a lot. Appreciate you for the bronze medal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think Harold's gonna wrestle him. And I know Smith is a decent wrestler himself, but I think the cardio is way better for Harold. You got a really great beard, so I think you could give me advice what to do purpose in life. Okay. He could look so bad against Pitbull. I thought it was an easy TKO win for him. Yeah. Yep. And he looked so bad. Again, I appreciate you for bronze medal. Thank you so much. Who'd you pick for Chitty versus Carlos Leal? I picked Chitty. I like him on the outside a lot. I don't Leal, if he catches Chitty, it's in close, like clinch wise, but Chitty should be able to eat him alive at the outside. Charles has the sick pressure. He's gonna bully Max in there, maybe. Jacoby Smith gonna win, I believe, potentially. If he wins, it's early. He TKOs him. But Harold has good defense. His wrestling's really good. His top pressure is really good. His control is really good. And I didn't like how Jacoby Smith looked against Nico Price. Nico Price is a bad fighter. I think Chitty will TKO Leal. I hope so. I love Chitty. I hope he gets some big fights before he's all done. Yeah, I think Spivak wins. Spivak is trash. I think he loses in the first round. But the one question I have is how is Ante's takedown defense? I'm not really for sure. So, but I still think he wins by TKO. Sergey is so bad. Hold up. Isn't it Smith versus KO? No, KO got injured. It is now Josiah Harrell. This most likely will be a striking match, and I think that Chitty's all day. I hope so. I can't say it enough. I hope he wins. Dustin Poirier is talking about coming back. Yep, he wants to fight Nate Diaz. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Love it. I don't care that Anthony Smith is fighting. I don't care. That guy sucks. Sucks. Let me I'm gonna put this the community. We are live. Whoa. I really like Reese. Me too. Is Reese versus Pereira still on? I think Reese wins. I agree 100%. I think he wins as well. I really do. Yes, Smith did retire, but he's coming back for a BKFC as if he wasn't bad at the end of MMA. So, I love Dustin, but please don't come back and fight Diaz. What would be cool to see Dustin versus Colby? I mean, Diaz is a better fighter than Colby. It makes sense to fight Nate Diaz. He's gonna sell. He would beat the piss out of Colby. Cody Brundage didn't even do bad against that Australian. He dropped him and was catching him. In the last one, he got his ass whooped. What are you talking about? Cody looked like awful. He looked like shit. What? What? When he got TKO'd recently, he looked awful. Awful. Oh, against Cam Rouston, he looked so bad. He had a couple like blitz leaping left hooks. That's it. That's it. He looked so bad. Bro, really flexing his godlike beard on me. Yeah, I'm saying the only two matchups for Dustin that would make sense to come back are Nate and Colby. Oh, you just don't want him to fight Gaethje. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yo, what's up, man? How's it been going? It's going pretty good. How are you? He dropped him. Am I wrong? You're wrong. He did not drop him at all. Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz was linked to fight back in November 2018, correct, at MSG, but UFC doing what they like to do, missing out on big fights. Well, it's not UFC's fault. Poirier pulled out with a hip injury. That's not on the UFC. Don't you think that Sean Strickland's defensive wrestling can be a big factor? His defensive wrestling, Drake has took him down 6 times and just stood up. If there's anybody that's going to exploit that, it's going to be Fluffy. What is Moreno versus Kavanaugh, bro? Well, it's a short notice fight. That's the only reason why it's acceptable. They didn't just go in the war room and come up with Kavanaugh versus Moreno. No, it's a short notice matchup. Yeah, I think Gaethje would probably finish Dustin again. I doubt it. Dustin was beating him up before the head kick, and he beat his ass in the first fight. So I don't think so. Have you seen this Ronda Rousey got coming up? Yeah, I hate it. Whatever it is, I hate it. I hate it. What do you think about getting no idea, don't care. And I don't want to see my boy Dustin get done like that. No, Dustin would beat him up. He was winning before the head kick. Sure, but main event? Yeah. I don't mind the main event. It's weird because both guys were just finished in the last one on that aspect, but it wasn't supposed to be the fight. You know? It's okay because it's a short notice fight. Why do you hate the Ronda Rousey thing? Well, because she sucks as a human. I mean, everything she stood for when she was fighting, she did. She became a bully. I think Moreno finishes him. I do not. I do not. I think he could later, but I like Kavanaugh early. UFC always missing out on big fights. Sure. But that fight, like most fights, like Khabib and Tony, that's not their fault. They made it 5 times. The Nate Diaz Poirier fight, not their fault. Poirier injured his hip. There's a lot of fights where it's not their fault. Cut that stupid shit? No. Thanks, though. I don't remember asking for your opinion, but thank you. Never. I don't get too caught up in people's personal lives like that. I just look at them as an athlete, and she's a legend and very good at what she does. I mean, very good. I mean, she was good until she wasn't. And then the way she acted towards everybody, especially like backstage and stuff, is just like because her biggest thing was don't be a do nothing bitch. That was her mantra. And then she got on Beth for talking about her dad who had taken his own life and stuff, which obviously sucks. But then after she started to lose, she became more disrespectful. She became what she said don't do, and she did that. So that's the only reason why I'm judging her as the person because that's how she at the end when she started to lose was when it wasn't going her way. That's how she was. So that's why it upset me as much as it did. Pump for Joe Izzy. Who do you have? Um, I have Joe. I don't know if I can trust Izzy's durability, but I want Izzy. I'll be rooting for Izzy. Are we doing a Bruno Rodriguez rematch? Yes, we are. And Rodriguez is going to destroy Bruno Vieira. Yeah, I really care if people look at their skills and that's how I judge them. And the sport caught up with her, and that happened to everybody. Yes, it does happen to everybody. The problem is when she lost, she became a bully, and it's okay to be okay in the public because not public she was mean. I mean that's what's come out. But when she starts to lose, and then she's like a bully just naturally because she's losing, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Because, like, I think a real person is when you lose, how do you come back? She came back awful. Awful. Didn't want to train, didn't want to do media for the Amanda Nunes fight, and look how that fight played out. Like, why the hell did Diego Lopez fight Gene Silva back in September? That should have been Lopez versus Rodriguez. It's real beef. They don't like each other. Sure, but Rodriguez broke his hand. Like, that's why he didn't fight. He had surgery on his hand. I hope Lopez versus Rodriguez eventually happens. Hope UFC doesn't miss out on them making that fight. Well, they didn't miss out on the fight. He got injured. Vittori beat Bruno, in my opinion. Also, Bruno was 5 pounds bigger. No, Bruno won that fight clearly, but I did think Vittori. I thought Vittori hurt Bruno at times, but no, Bruno won that. Diego versus Aljo and Gene versus Yair should be the matchups. I agree. To make, in my opinion, I think they can put both of these on the White House prelims. I agree with that. John Jones, GOAT. Yep. Ronda, Gina. Yeah. She became bitter. Yep. I don't think UFC doesn't make big fights. It's like those fights simply didn't deliver. They gave us DDP, Hamzat, Islam, JDM, and I do think we might see Alex Gane in the future. What do you think of that? I love Alex Gane for sure. Tom Aspinall's a lying little cunt saying he can't see and then he's playing soccer, but you can see enough to kick a ball in front of your face. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Ronda Rousey died by no. Her dad. Her dad. Alex Gane. Yeah, personalities are personalities. I mean, she went right after that into the WWE. I want to watch John Jones fight, and he might be a literal Satan. The problem, I think the biggest issue is like John's always been that guy. Ronda tried to put up a front. I think that's the issue for me. That's the difference for me. Your losses don't define you. It's how you come back from them. Exactly. Exactly. Max Charles going to be fun. Yep. Connor Nate at the White House and Alex Cyril gone. God, I hope so. That'd be sick. Aspinall milking this eye thing. Oh, yeah. Vivek, what's up, buddy? What's up, man? Missed once is a mistake, and I haven't missed twice. Okay. Greetings. How do you see Strickland's cardio in this fight? Is this number one contenders fight? Also, Ian Gary versus Islam. Very potential. What's up, Coffee? Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's potentially going to be Usman. I think it should be Gary, though. Strickland's cardio. I mean, Fluffy has better cardio than Strickland. I mean, I think that's just what it is. And the best version of Strickland we've seen is probably the Izzy fight, but it's probably Brendan Allen. You can say it's Izzy because he won the world title off of him, but I think the better performance is Brendan Allen. I think Fluffy beats that guy because he doesn't move in a straight line. He moves his head, and I think he's going to be a hassle for Sean Strickland. It's not like Strickland has power. MMA GOAT, appreciate you. I really look forward to Oliveira Holloway. Me too. That's a solid beard. Appreciate you. Strickland is really being picked to beat Fluffy. Weird. These people are trying to break each other's faces. I don't really care about their poor attitudes. I mean, I agree. But when you're treating like the UFC staff backstage like shit, and then you're getting on the mic and be like, be good, be nice, be respectful, don't allow this, stand your ground. But you're a bully backstage, and after you lose, then you're more of a bully. When you're winning, you seem like, oh, it's Ronda, she, a bold personality. It just, Lopez Rodriguez should be next. Give Gene Silva Sterling. It's interesting. You skeptical of Aspinall? Yeah, watch the videos. Yeah, he complains that he can't do stuff with his kids or some shit. He can't see and all this, but he's playing soccer. And that's weird. I low-key want to see Conor come back and fight someday like BSD at the White House. If Conor ever comes back, it should be Nate Diaz or Chandler. I don't want to ever see Conor fight again. Where you from? U.S.? That's what I was meaning, her father. Yes. Whoa, Costner, I'm shocked you're live in the middle of the day. You're usually live when everyone is asleep. Yep, I had a little bit of time before work, and I was like, let's jump on live. I'm still going to go live tonight, too, so make sure you go for that. What about Zabit and Magomed Sharapov? Can he make a comeback at the White House? Again, I don't think Zabit was as good as everyone said. Flashy doesn't necessarily mean he was all that good. Dan, that's pretty low to make fun of someone, love one who died. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but John Jones hit his wife, which is more unforgivable than whatever Ronda Rousey has done. Sure. Yeah. The difference is John's always been a bad guy outside of the octagon. Ronda Rousey portrayed she was a goody-goody girl, and she's not. She's not. Like, just be you. That's my issue. At least be bad all the time. Show us that. I think Gina outweighs Ronda. Gina's like 44 years old. They both haven't fought in like forever. 100% correct. You think Cheeto gonna win against Martinez? No, I think Cheeto gets his ass whooped. Taporia Islam needs to be at the White House. What weight class? Ronda's 38. Damn, hasn't fought in like forever. Yep. Why are these stupid cunt making Murphy versus Mobzar? Why haven't they announced Diego versus Volk 3 yet? Gotta hope that doesn't happen. I'm excited to see Murphy Mobzar. Fluffy is gonna drown Sean. Yep. I want to see Lopez move up. Why? Why would Lopez move up? There will be no Russians at the White House card. Okay. Probably not. Maybe though. Holloway said recently he wishes he came to lightweight sooner. He said he out overstayed his welcome at 45. Of course he did. I mean, we all seen that at the end. Zabit Magomed Sharapov was so ass. I don't know if he was ass, but Zabit not coming back, no. The best fights they can make for the White House card are actually realistic to happen is Armin versus the winner of Charles Max, Connor versus anybody, Yuri versus Oldberg, and light heavyweight Bell and Alex Gahn. 100% correct. I feel Holloway should have moved to lightweight back in 2020. Agreed. Ilya versus Gaethje. Yep. Even if it does come back, he gets diddled by a ranked featherweight. Yes. Um, those are the fight. Yeah, I agree. Paulo is the best fighter right now. Makes no sense. Zabit is making his comeback. Yes, he is. Who should fight? It's a grappling thing. I'm not really for sure. Yeah, I'm not like trying to convert you to. No, no, no. I understand what you're saying. I get it. I just don't really look at them like this. I don't look up to them. I don't understand who people do. No, I don't look up to any of them. It's just if you're gonna be a bully, and yeah, it's just what I've been explaining. She rubs me the wrong way. That's it. Yeah, that makes sense. Staying off. Do you still have cancer? Never had cancer. Thanks though. Thanks for your concern. No, Paulo Costa is the best fighter right now, and he can beat Hamzat easily. It makes no sense. I'm sure if Zabit makes a comeback, he would definitely beat Ilya Taporia. Makes no sense. I'm pretty sure Trump announced there will be no Russian fighters allowed at the White House. Is that true? Ilya versus Islam, which is stupid. Why is it stupid? Like, Ankalaev's not exciting. He should not be on the White House card. I'm pretty sure Trump, yeah, Islam, Ilya versus Islam at 170 makes no sense. I think it's just going to be like Zhang versus Shevchenko stuff. I agree. I think it'll be a little bit different just because Ilya, at least if with power wise, he can be technical. And I think that could help him in that fight. But why do you say it makes no sense? Have you ever fought against Paulo? That's stupid. Fluffy will win. Fluffy will win. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. 100% correct. I don't think it's 100% that he will win, but gosh. But I do think he wins. Hamzat will whoop the floor with Paulo. When you accept my words, then I will accept you. Okay. It just doesn't make sense. You are limiting the fighters that can put on their big card like Islam and Petter on there. Yeah, but I don't think Petter or Islam would fight on that card. But I understand what you're saying. Share a bullet or Hamza, I'd rather watch Share a bullet. He has so many ways to beat Strickland. Strickland has one way. Correct. I wouldn't want to see Ankalaev or Hamzat at the White House. I agree. I've actually watched a lot of Ronda Rousey's mom's judo back in the day when she was repeatedly solid shit. And Ronda is, of course, as well. Yes. Yes. Sean versus Fluffy, 5 rounds. Yep. Bro MMA is not a dependent on physique. I don't care about physique when it comes to Paulo Costa. I wish he was a better fighter. Islam came out and said he wants to fight at the White House. Really? I did not see that. Okay. Ronda rubs me the wrong way too. Yep. Yep. Paulo can win Islam easily. That again makes no sense. Again. Again. Sir. 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 Are you drinking alcohol? That makes sense. I'm drinking alcohol. Bro, don't rage bait. Rage bait. Okay. Okie dokie. And again, yeah, I like this card a ton. Like I said, I talked about it last night for 2 hours. 2 hours. I talked about this card. Let's see. Dustin called out Gaethje, smacked my head. He's still bitter after that loss. Yeah, he was beating him. He was beating him. Of course, he's better. And also, it's 1-1. I'd be better too. He beat his ass in the first fight. Yeah, this main card is so sick. Strickland, Hernandez, Neil, Medic, Dan Ige, Maquezo Costa, Sergey Spivak, Anti-Delija, Jacoby Smith, Josiah Harrell, Zach Reese, Michelle Pereira, Chitty, Carlos Leal. Oh, so many good ones. So many good ones. Ooh. Too many Muslims MMA, you think it's a problem? No. Islam wants to fight at the White House, he said many times. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'd be very interested. Why do you think Jacoby will lose? Because of how he fought against Nico Price. His cardio looked like shit in that second round. And I think Josiah is going to be the more strong and more physical grappler. Striking, Jacoby Smith has that for sure. He's going to be faster. But yeah, I really like Josiah Harrell with his grappling. And again, I don't trust Jacoby Smith's cardio. Bro, it's MMA, not boxing. And if you don't want to watch wrestling match, don't boxing. Don't talk shit here. Again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're smacking that like button. Super chats are always welcome. It helps out the channel so much. And become a member as well for as low as $4.99. Appreciate you. MMA and boxing is the same thing, basically. That makes no sense. What a dumb thing to say. If Islam is more versus Morales gets announced, what do you think of that? I think it's a very dangerous fight, standing up. But I still favor Islam to win. I saw UFC is looking to book Muhammad Buckley as the co-main for 326. Very interesting. I don't think Muhammad deserves that. I think he's on a 2-fight losing streak. I don't think he deserves that or should get that. So, yeah. What? What's up? MMA and boxing are the same thing. You are crazy. I think I have. I think I need like 5 more members, and then we can do members only chats, like member only streams, which is something I really want to do because you guys, like, without you guys, I can't do any of this. Yeah, so I need 6 more, and then we can do legitimately. Yeah, and then we can do a bunch of stuff just for members. Again, for as low as $4.99. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. If you guys want to become a member, here you go. Pin it. There we go. Bilal protest. I don't think Bilal deserves that fight. I think protest sleeps him anyways. Imagine Morales versus Ilya. Picture that size difference would be unbelievable. Granted, MMA and boxing are both combat sports, but two totally different sports. Correct. Boxing is more exciting, though. No one ever says that. Blood said boxing is more exciting. Yeah. Wild. Wild. So far from the truth. I mean, boxing is not more exciting than MMA. Shit, kickboxing isn't more exciting than MMA. It's just not. Every time I watch another sport that takes out something, I'm like, oh, if these guys could do everything, these fighters would be in trouble. And to me, to be the best fighter in the world, how are you? How are you with grappling? How are you with takedown defense? How are you with elbows, knees, and punches? I mean, everything. I mean, that's his opinion, but I disagree. Correct. Boxing is good, but in scripting, what? You may just hug one another typically. That's not true. I don't know what fights you have watched. Nobody fights with good technique other than Ilya. That's, again, not true. Not true. Alex Pereira is a better striker than Ilya, and he's not hugging at all. At all. So, no. That shit makes me fall asleep, man. MMA is just a lot more chaotic. That's what makes it exciting. Correct. Correct. Max Holloway looks like a clown to me if he's the best boxer. Okay. Hi, is boxing is good? What? Is boxing is good? Is boxing good? I mean, some fights are good. I wouldn't say altogether. Here's another than Ilya, Holloway, Volkanovski, Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall, Waldo Cortez, Acosta, Pantoja. Do not say Tom Aspinall is a good striker. He's fast. That's what makes him decent. He's fast. Tom Aspinall is not a great striker. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Boxing may have been bigger than UFC back in 2007, but today, hell no. Yeah. Again, I just think boxing is a little bit more mainstream because it's been around so much longer. That's it. UFC's been around for now 33 years. So, and then my good old Last of Us hat right here, baby. Boom. Boom. No Costa and Ige. Yep. Very excited for that matchup. Very. Can you teach me boxing? Jesus. Adam 3 Days Grace. Yep. Plus, these Twitch streamers make MMA look corny. I mean, what are you talking about? Twitch streamers. That doesn't even make sense. MMA as a whole has been around for 30 something years. Yep, 33, born when I was born. Which MMA was around during boxing? Correct. Correct. It'd be so much bigger. Most people picking Strickland. Yep. I get it. I get it. But I don't agree. You know? I just don't. I just don't. You got Fluffy? Yep. Sure do. Yep. I follow the NBA too. Yeah. I don't. That's that in like baseball. I don't really follow. But football and yeah, Drykis beat the fuck out of Sean last time. Yes, he did. Who do you got, Kevin or Emmett? That's gonna be a war. Oh, I have Kevin. Fluffy will never touch the belt. Okay. NFL off for a while. Yeah, it sucks. Gon is what we call a good striker. I love his style. Apart from what's your favorite fights? Apart from that, what's your favorite fights? Let's pick top three, not the cliche ones. My boxer, no. Jeff Neal's fighter, yes. I mean, my favorite fights? Oh man, there's so many of them. I mean, there's a fight with Yancy Medeiros and Alex Oliveira, um, Brazilian Cowboy, incredible fight. Orabai versus Rebecca is a good fight. Um, Chris Duncan versus Rebecca is a good fight. Dan Henderson Shogun is a good fight. I mean, there's so many of them. That's like basketball, football, soccer, baseball, hockey are all the team sports. Yes. Chitty versus Carlos Leal. Chitty. Kickboxing, boxing, MMA. I guess you can include pro wrestling or all combat sports. Yeah. Yeah. Would you say slapping is combat sport as well? Ooh. Ooh. Are you a boxer? Keep asking the same thing. I already answered you. But I'm going to get ready for work. I will be live again, so stay tuned for that about midnight, maybe a little bit earlier, but I will be live again. We're going to go for about an hour If it's a good one, we'll go for longer. I really appreciate you. I'll see you guys after work. Peace.